Wrestledream is in the bag, and there's a certain edge at AEW. Welcome to the Wrestling Council. Welcome to the Wrestling Council. I'm your host, coming with Bob. Judge my good buddy. Hi, with Frank.
HW, baby.
Repping the FTR. You can catch us here every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, talking about all the news in wrestling. And man, there's a lot to talk about this week. You can also follow us on social media, chrome below. You can also check out the links in the description on the stream.
If you can cope with it, if you can cope with it, we will talk about it.
Yes, if you can cope with it. One of the many trademarks filed by one Mr. Adam Copeland, who is now All Elite. It's really interesting. It was an interesting weekend, guys. Real quick, let's check in. Malacito was the first day. He said, "Sup, people? What's up, Malacito?
Sup?
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 Hello.
What's up?
What's up?" It's me, your brother. Big Daddy in early, going, "Yo, yo, yo! What's up, Big Daddy?" Some good videos and the streams about Wrestledream himself. We had some fun talking about Wrestledream this weekend. Malacito said, "You're damn right. You're damn right." So, sup, Mal? If you could dodge traffic, you could dodge a ball.
Hey, yo.
Then down here we got the leg kicks right now. Kenny Omega versus Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson in Street Fighter. Uh-oh. He's back.
Yeah.
He was down for the count last week, but he's back.
You think you know him?
You think you know
don't
him.
know me. You don't know her. Hello, everyone. Miss me?
Yeah, how you feeling better, man?
Yeah, kind of. Everyone in the house is down now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You brought the crud in and gave it to everyone?
Actually, it was my grandfather. I was the second one.
Oh, sure. Blame your grandfather.
He was. He get stuff at home for nothing.
You should respect your elders.
Yeah. Welcome back, Mr. Johnny Cage.
Hello, everyone.
Is that Marina Shafir?
Yes, it is. Because you don't know her.
God.
You don't.
Nobody knows her because she's so bad. She shit the bed. Oh my God. See, Big Daddy said, "Thank you, Bob, for what I saw live. Did an excellent job in the live coverage." Yeah, we had fun, man. It did not feel like a 4-hour show. I'll tell you that right now. And just because the wrestling was so good, the matches were great, man.
And for those of you who don't know what Big Daddy is talking about, we did a live reaction on Sunday to Wrestledream.
Yes, we did. And it was fun.
It. After the show, go watch it.
Yeah, go watch it. Give it a tag, man. But no, it was a really, really good show, man. And I'm gonna break down, and I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna watch NXT No Mercy, because apparently that Dragunov match was friggin' dope. So we're gonna have to go back there and check that out.
And you can't skip the Becky Lynch injury.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, I'm starting to think she's got a problem. I don't know what the deal is, but this is the third major injury she's had in a row in the last 2 years.
It was quite the view.
Yeah, speaking of injuries, freaking Darby Allin is trying to kill himself.
Good God.
Oh my God, dude.
Good Lord.
Yeah, we're going to
in unrelated news, the sky is blue.
Yeah. But we'll be talking about that. We'll be talking about Mr. Adam Copeland joining AEW and what that means for him. But before we do that, we got a little something we got to call a little favorite segment of ours. We call the GBU. The good, the bad, the ugly. And I get to go first this week, so I get to steal it right off from the bat, man.
No, not if I mute you.
Yeah, well, I can kick you from the damn stream. So, the good Wrestledream was great, man. It was awesome. Was it perfect? No. What wrestling show is, but man, there were some banger matches on there, dude. Yeah, he is 100% certifiably insane, man. Like this dude. I don't know if he's gonna make it to be able to climb Mount Everest next year if he keeps doing crap like this. Unless he's gonna climb it in a wheelchair.
Don't steal everything from Wrestledream from me.
No, but the one match I will steal from Wrestledream, Zack Sabre Jr. versus
Bryan Danielson.
I was just looking at something. Sorry. Lived up to everything that we thought it was going to be. There's some people. I mean, like we were talking about on the stream. It's if you're not into mat wrestling, I don't know what the hell you're watching wrestling for. But it might not be for you. But damn, it was so good, man. And this cannot be. And then the way that they did it, we could get another one. We could get we might get a trilogy out of this thing. Which would be awesome because dude, these dudes friggin' brought it and it was awesome. The bad, man, that friggin' Darby Allin spot. Yikes. Oh man, like so I was thinking about going and finding the video online to show.
Yeah, how about now?
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to watch this again because dude, the way when he hits it that second time, this is by the way, there was two of them. The second one, the way his neck flopped, I was like, ugh. And yeah, Big Daddy, dude, crippled by 40, man. If that, I said he'd be in a wheelchair by 35 if he keeps doing this shit.
The way this is going, I imagine he's gonna hurt himself like pretty bad in a very simple move that nobody's gonna see coming.
Well, the thing is, and he's even come out and said, I expect that my career to be shortened. I'm like, but dude, okay,
forget your career. Think about
but
your life.
Put into a freaking wheelchair or something because this is what's gonna happen, man. I've said the same thing about Joey Janela, the crazy crap that guy did. And he's already, look at him. And look, Moxley's already talking about how his body's breaking down. Yeah. And the ugly. So that's all I'll say about Wrestledream. I'll leave the rest of it for Frank here. But the ugly is the IWC, man. The statement that Edge Adam Copeland / Edge put out tried to do his best to kind of curb the tribalism, but man, some of the stuff I've seen people saying, the hypocrisy knows no bounds. I mean, I'm telling you.
There was jackasses calling him to be removed from the Hall of Fame.
Dude, there were people saying that he's a traitor.
Of all controversial people that is in the Hall of Fame,
yeah,
going to another company is what's going to finally take somebody out. Sure,
it's ridiculous. Mick Foley was at Wrestledream. My friend met him last Saturday in Auburn. That's sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty sure they would have liked to have called him out if he was in the crowd, but that might have been the end of his Legends contract. I called the Darby spot for this episode on Saturday. Oh my God, it was so bad. Well, and you know what, dude? Credit to him, man. He tried to do it the first time he tried to do it. He realized he wasn't going to be able to do it safely, and instead of pulling a ricochet and just throw it and just chuck him over there, he was like, nope, I'm gonna reset this. I'm gonna make sure because if I do this wrong, this dude's gonna die. And so props to him, man. But yeah, I agree, man. Big Daddy, IWC for the most part are geeks, dweebs, virgins, neckbeards, mouth breeders who smell. No offense to them, dude. The thing is, the IWC can be both the best thing and the worst thing, and that's you could say that about social media. Period.
Yeah.
Social media is both a bane and a boon to humankind. It's given a voice to everybody. It's made communication instantaneous. But unfortunately, it's given a voice to everybody, and it's made communication instantaneous.
Yeah. People like Soraya need to quit
Yeah.
the people like that the platform.
Yeah, shut the hell up. But anyway, that's my GBU. Frank, what you got?
My good. Wrestledream, yeah. It was a good show.
Pick a match.
Like you said, is it perfect? No. I'm not going to pick a match. I'm going to pick a commentary, gentlemen. Mr. John Moxley on commentary.
Dude.
Ian.
Oh, my God. That was awesome.
Because you already took the best match of the night. That was that was the
but there was some
Zack
bangers
Sabre
on there,
versus
man.
Bryan Danielson. But John Moxley on commentary, man,
that was
sign that
gold.
man up on commentary when his career is over.
I think Bryan Danielson wants to be a monkey. Jeez, dude, this stuff he was coming out of his head, man, was just ridiculous. But
I thought some of the shit coming out of Jericho's mouth sometimes when he's up there, especially him ripping on Pineapple Pete. It's just like
the problem with Jericho in there is the screechy screams.
Oh my God, dude! I can't remember what it was. I can't remember. You talk about Bryan Danielson being a vegan. He says, I know he's a vegan, but I think he might eat a person.
Yeah, but
it was awesome. I'll tell you what, Nigel McGuinness was awesome. Oh my God, dude, he was one of the best things about the show.
Tony Khan should capitalize on that with Moxley every once in a while on commentary if it's a BBC match. And
can he stop himself from getting them off the air?
He got fined for saying something. I can't remember what it was, but
he doesn't care.
I don't. Well, I wouldn't care either, man.
The show should.
The thing is, man, and it's like, oh God, dude, Don Fry. Oh my God, that guy is hilarious. Quentin Jackson's pretty funny too, but Don Fry, for you guys who don't know, he was one of the old school dudes from the UFC. That dude and that guy, you talk about a tough guy. Oh my God. But that dude gives 0 Fs. 0. He doesn't care. Yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome, man.
No, person gives 0 Fs on commentary. Joel Gertner.
Oh my God. But Moxley was awesome. Nigel McGuinness, dude, I'm gonna tell you what, that guy has found his niche, man.
If it's like a tape show, okay, have him in there. A live one, never. No, don't do it.
Yeah, we didn't have the tribalism nonsense because we didn't have territories. That's not a bad one, man. Hey, Johnny, Big Daddy says, Johnny, nice hairstyle. The hat is
Thank you.
Chic.
I'm glad you like it.
Johnny is styling and profiling tonight.
But so that's your good, brother.
My
what you
good.
got?
My bad. Wrestledream, I am not happy with the tag match, the 4-team tag match, putting the Hardley Boys, Nick and Matt Jackson, winning that match was not needed. We do not want to see FTR versus the Hardley Boys number 4.
Well, I don't mind seeing it again, just not so soon after friggin' All Out.
I mind it.
They should not have any shot. They're the Ring of Honor Trios champions
right now.
They should not be competing for the AEW tag team titles for at least the next 6 months minimum.
Yeah, I would say say at least. I would say at least until next year. And
the guns,
they're hot.
But no, I did not want to see Nick and Matt winning that match last night or Sunday.
Just felt so unnecessary, man. Especially after how we got the trilogy with FTR, how good of a match it was, the way it ended. You got to let that percolate. You know what I mean? You got to let it marinate a little bit. And like right now, man, freaking they like I said, the Bucks, the Bucks and Bullet Club Gold. That's who they need to drop the belts to. Not the Buck, not the Bucks, but the Guns to Jay White and Juice Robinson. That's who FTR needs to drop the belts to. Okay. And because they're involved in that storyline, the Guns would be that's the hot hand to take right now, man. They're entertaining as hell. They're over as hell right now. They're part of the best storyline in tag team wrestling right now, which is FTR versus Bullet Club Gold. Why the hell weren't they the ones that won? I don't understand that.
Yeah, I didn't want to see Hook and Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, because they're a thrown together team.
Like, no. I'd have been fine with the Lucha Brothers. I'd been happier with the Guns, but
Lucha Brothers would be a good one too. Because they're always fun, and we haven't seen them go against FTR very often.
No. So hopefully.
Yeah, and to be fair, it's a bit of a nitpick because the match was great.
The match was good, but the wrong
people
team
involved
won.
It always is, but
The wrong team won.
Wrong. Yeah, it was the wrong way to go.
Yeah, so that's my bad. My ugly is can go a couple different ways. We haven't seen Rob do his dance yet.
Oh, I'm put a pin in that. I've got something. It won't be this week. It'll be next week.
Excuse?
I got something. I said someone made a comment that I can't remember what it was that I should do the Prince Nana dance. So I got something. Dude, I don't have any freaking shame. I don't care. I lost all my self-esteem a long time ago.
I live for 1 week.
I got something. Something that's gonna help. I got something that's gonna help complete the appearance. All right.
That is you for not watching Wrestledream either live, streaming it when we were listening to it live when we did it, or watching the replay.
Yep.
You've got to watch that, Johnny.
Dude, and I can hook you up, man. I can help. I can help you watch it, dude. But
that's fun.
Yeah, that's what I said. If Swerve wins, I would do the Nana dance. And that's the thing too, man. Other than that one booking choice, I think the booking was spot on this, man.
Yeah.
I think Hangman did not need the win. He's not going to hurt him. Swerve needed it. It would propel him. And the visual of the pin was great.
Yeah, but my real ugly is injury by Becky Lynch.
Bad.
In olden days with Vince, with the injury she has, she would never smell any kind of title.
No.
So, and undeserving, because there's a lot of guys who injured even for a short time, and Vince McMahon never put a title back on them or never had the opportunity to win a title.
Yeah.
Finn Balor, won the first Universal Champion. Next day, he has to vacate the title, and how long it take him to get anything else? He's never gone for he's never had the opportunity to reclaim that title.
Nope. And the push that he was getting, just completely gone. So it's
people get hurt.
Yeah,
it happens.
And it's unfortunate
in this profession. So don't to be spiteful, but like Vince McMahon, and you get hurt. I can't put the title on because I can't. Come on.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, the show must go on, and you can't have your title wrapped up it was kind of like what happened when Thunder Rosa got hurt and Punk got hurt, and they did the whole intern thing. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Just don't do a Finn Balor. You don't have to punish them forever.
Dude, oh yeah. Let me tell you something, Leg Kick. We could talk about this. We'll talk about this a little bit, but man.
And Dom, You better win that title back, or mommy's not gonna let you come home.
Dude, okay, Raw was kind of mid. Raw was very mid. But I'm gonna tell you what. Watching him walk out carrying her belt like he was carrying her freaking purse, that was freaking hilarious. I laughed my ass off on that freaking thing, man. But
Buddy Matthews is probably watching that shit. Like,
it was probably
what
laughing,
the hell?
dude. It was hilarious, man. Yeah, you're welcome, internet. But yeah, her injury was bad. But all right, man.
Let's talk about Adam.
We want to do that, or we want to do a quick recap of Wrestledream?
Let's recap Wrestledream
because that's kind of the icing on the cake. So for people who did not watch Wrestledream, here was the card. The 0 hour, I did actually go back and watch the 0 hour. Had a mixed trios match. Shane Taylor, Lee Moriarty, and Mercedes Martinez and Diamante. Actually, it was a 8-man. Sorry. Versus Satoshi Kojima. Dude, I love it when Kojima shows up. He's just like a little fire plug.
You love when any Japan guy shows up.
Dude, but Kojima's cool. I like Kojima. I'm a big fan of his band. Keith Lee, Athena, and Billy Starks. It was nice seeing Billy Starks. She hasn't been seen for a while. Athena as well. But they got the win over Shane Taylor and Shane Taylor's team. Dude, this actually ended up being a really good match, man. Josh Barnett versus Claudio Castagnoli. That was the best match on the opening on the 0 hour. But Claudio got the win on there. The Acclaimed and Daddy Ass versus Team TDMK for the Trios title. Obviously, the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass won. Luchasaurus versus Nick Wayne. Luchasaurus got the win there, which was really interesting because of what happened later on with Nick Wayne. But that was the 0 hour.
Yeah, that didn't make that much sense in my opinion.
I think no, I actually like it.
It's not that I don't like it, but after everything Christian said.
Hey, dude. Okay, we're gonna. I don't want to bury it because we'll talk about that when we get to it. But yeah, we'll talk about that. But so then opening match. I believe it was
the MJF.
Yeah,
versus
FTR. MJF versus the Righteous.
Yeah.
People were bad, dude. People bag on the Righteous. I really like the Righteous. People was like, oh, they're a dime store Bray Wyatt. Well, here's the thing, guys. They don't realize they're friends with Bray, and he was really high on them, and they kind of did this thing, and they continued to do it thing as a little bit of a tribute to him. So I get it. I think Vincent's a great character. Dutch is a big weird dude. So I was kind of hoping that they were going to win this match and that would be a little more drama going into MJF and Adam Cole is like, dude, I had to defend these belts by myself and you weren't there, that kind of thing. But yeah, it was an okay opening match. And it was it was very comedic. MGF was doing like the kangaroo kick and all that stuff. It's pretty much exactly what you would expect.
Big Dad, you talking about us? Like I am on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, and we do have the Wrestling Council is on Facebook as well.
I am on Instagram. I barely use Facebook anymore, but I am on Instagram.
It's good for advertising.
Because I post from YouTube on Facebook pretty much every time we have a show.
There's our Facebook page right there. I have been talking to Josh Bennett about wrestling on AEW card. Finally, they brought him in. Yeah, dude, someone, I can't remember who it was. They were so happy when he showed up, man. And he like I said, it was a good match, man. Him versus Claudio was a good match. Let me see here. Okay, yeah, we will do that, Big Betty. But real quick, and like I said, it was a good match. It was very comedic. Eddie Kingston versus Katsuyori Shibata. Like I said, one of the things that they've been touting about Wrestledream is that this is a tribute to Antonio Inoki. Some people who may not know this, Inoki was kind of the guy who put over the abdominal stretch. And this was just a good, fun, like hard hitting match. Obviously, Shibata, I mean, dude, anybody who knows Shibata's story is amazing. It's amazing the dude is still alive.
Yeah.
And obviously, but Cloud, I tell you what, man, Eddie hit him with a couple of headshots, which I was like, be careful with that, even when you're faking it, because they had to take the guy's brain out of his head. Dude, it's just like when I read that, the way they did that surgery, it was just like, it's like there's a reason why that dude almost died. But this was fun. We knew Kingston wasn't going to lose his belts, but really liked it. Obviously, they put each other over really well, and they were selling it great. And that's one of the things we were talking about during the stream. Is one of the things about Eddie that's so awesome is the way he emotes, man. The facial expressions he does is fantastic. So then that just adds to his character. So very, very good match. Chris Statlander versus Julia Hart. This is the only women's match on the entire card, the main card. Was a pretty good match, man. Chris Statlander's really good. Julia Hart has improved a lot. I still think she's got a ways to go. Character wise, I think she's great.
Oh yeah.
But this was a pretty good match. This is a decent, fun match. It was didn't take away from the show. Nigel was really great. And actually, I think this is the match that Nigel pointed out the whole thing about Inoki, and popularizing the abdominal stretch, and they talked about Inoki through the entire show, dude. But again, Nigel McGuinness, dude.
The best thing for Julia Hart was turning to the dark side.
Yep, 100%. She's way better than her cheerleader gimmick. One of the few things that we did not care for as far as the finish on the show, the four-way, the Guns, the Bucks, Lucha Brothers, and Hook and Orange Cassidy. Still a fun match.
Yeah.
Fatal four-way match. Still a fun match. Anytime you have that many tag teams in a match, dude, it's going to be all over the place. It's controlled chaos.
Now, are they saying anything about Ray Phoenix?
What do you mean?
Because was he legitimately hurt? Or was that a shoot?
From what I understand, it was a shoot. I mean, it was a work. I'm sorry.
Or work, I mean.
Yeah, it was a work. He is not injured, although he has come out and said that some of his old nagging injuries are flaring up. So, and the fact of the matter is, he wasn't supposed to win the international title anyway.
Right.
So I don't predict him holding on to that for very long. I think as soon as Moxley is cleared, and for one, dude, if he wasn't like on his way to recovery, he wouldn't have been out there for commentary. Although, dude, he did sound like a freaking drunk. As I said, that Moxley sounded like that drunk dad that goes to every high school football game and just runs his mouth the whole time. But there was some like I said, I'm not really into joke wrestling, but the one thing when the Guns tried to pin each other to try to win the match, like, it's over, I got him. And the ref is like, nah, dude. He's like, oh, come on, dude, you gotta count it. It was a fun match. I do not like that the Bucks won, and it's nothing against the Bucks, but like I said, man, I don't need to see them going for the tag titles for at least 6 months. What'd you say?
No, nothing.
No, say it. No, dude.
No, it's nothing against the Bucks. Well, in my case, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You and Phil can be all salty about that shit.
We will.
So next match. This was up until the Zack Sabre Jr. Bryan Danielson match. This was my favorite match of the night. Swerve Strickland versus Hangman Adam Page. They had a really, really good match. Swerve is just, dude, he's so good, man. And
The crowd was so behind. Swerve.
Oh my god, dude! It was like you could tell, like, because the night before, Tony came out and was like doing the thing because the Swerve wasn't on the collision card, but they brought him out because it was his birthday and it's his hometown. And they're like, "You're gonna boo this guy tomorrow, right?" And they're like, "Yeah." And then the match happens, and they're like, "Yeah!" And then Heyman comes over, boo, and Heyman just kind of looked at the crowd like, "What the hell?" I loved it though, man. Dude, Swerve is like the guy is crazy talented. I think WWE really dropped the ball with the dude.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's getting a chance to really kind of shine on the at the top of the card.
Come on, any guy's got Prince Nana coming out dancing.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you what,
ringside,
man. Like these guys, a lot of these guys, they're kind of being relegated to Ring of Honor. Although Ring of Honor has been really, really good for anybody, like I said, that hasn't been watching. It's Seattle, yeah. It's they say one thing and do something else, yeah. But I was kind of worried because the way I was thinking about it was, man, if he gets a clean win here, this elevates Swerve big, like really big. And even if he gets the win, even if he cheats and gets the win because he's heel, that still works. But I think the visual of him, beating him, getting a clean pin on him, I think that works better for him. And they did that for him. They did the spot where they cheated, so they protected Hangman by doing that. But this was an awesome match.
And even with him cheating, the fans,
dude, he was so over. And yeah, I get he's the hometown hero guy, the hometown favorite, but still, man, like they were like hardcore down for him. Ricky Starks versus Wheeler Yuta. This is kind of a filler match when we kind of felt that, but it was a good match.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's Ricky Starks and it's Wheeler Yuta. Yuta, he's super young. He needs to put on about 15, 20 pounds more muscle. So when will Prince Baba show up? I said next week, man. I got something coming that'll help sell it. But it was a fun match. The best thing about this though was friggin' Moxley on commentary, dude. And just Mox yelling stuff at Yuta. It was almost like you ever seen that twist his dick friggin' segment with that dude? It was almost like that, dude. It just this stuff coming out of his freaking head, man. It was so friggin' funny. But this was a fun match. Pretty much exactly what everybody expected. Ricky Starks got the win. Big Bill came out, gave him a little bit of help, but it was a good palate cleanser match. And then the match of the night, man, Bryan Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr. 2 years in the making. And I love the fact that it started off, it was purely technical. Oh, yeah. For probably the first 15 minutes. And but then as it went on and they started getting more frustrated with each other, they started doing a little more joint manipulation, a little more brutal. Love the way that they sold this stuff, man, because he was working over Bryan Danielson's arm, the arm with that was injured. Yep. Nigel McGuinness kept talking about when that screw pushes up against bone. it's like again, the dude is just good at it, man. He sells it. A good announcer, a good ring commentary just adds it's icing on the cake, man. And Nigel McGuinness has really, really come into his own. I think that and the cool thing was because he was out there, he changed the dynamic for the Dynamite guys. So we started getting a little bit of a different play from them. And I like the way I was like, dude, they need to put him over with the Dynamite dude. Keep him on Collision for God's sake, please.
Oh yeah, don't take him off, please.
But put him like I would almost say take Excalibur or Taz out and put him in over there, and you can completely change the way that show runs.
That's not a hot take. That's what they should do. 100%.
Yeah, I don't have as much problem with Taz as I do with Excalibur.
I think Excalibur works better when he's not the guy running the show. I think you put somebody else over there and let him just make comments. And because what happened was he started going back to what he used to do, where he was calling out moves and stuff like that. That's what Excalibur's good at. This jokey stuff where they're just like just talking about, what'd you have for dinner? And I was like, what the hell are you doing, man? There's a freaking match on. I loved, and that's the thing too. When if you like, you were there, Big Daddy. Tell me what you think. The way that Taz was playing off of Nigel that's the best version of Taz.
Yep.
It was awesome, man. I loved it. Yeah, Zaber dude, it was so good, man. Yeah, and that's the thing too. In one match, when he needed to just be like, the color guy, not a heel or anything, he was just a color guy. But when it was a match where like there was like he went full heel, it was awesome. Like I said, the dude has really, really come into his own. Like really, really come into his own. Do you think Christian and Jay White alliance might happen? It's possible.
I kind of hope not. Like, because they both need to be like the top dogs in their acts right now.
Yeah.
And, I like Jay White with Juice Robinson.
Yeah.
Right
now.
I
mean, it's possible something will happen in the future, but right now I think they're better off separated from each other. We'll talk about that more when we get to it. But this was one of the best matches I've seen all year. And just some of the moves, like I said, as it went on, they got more and more brutal. And when Bryan Danielson did get the win, he didn't get it from technical wrestling. He got it from being a brutal as shit.
Yep.
So they kind of said that thing where it's like, hey, Zach might still be the best guy. So I really think that
Zach refused to shake his hand.
Yep. He refused to shake his hand. He said, you didn't beat me with technical wrestling. So,
hey, Courtney.
Hey, Courtney. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. And to freaking, like I said, Zack Sabre Jr., when it comes to transitional wrestling, there's nobody better than this guy. He could throw a freaking armbar you in the middle of a freaking drop kick. Oh, Juice is like, okay, like I said, I'm not real big on jokey wrestling, but Juice's facial expressions and some of the way he just like over telegraphs stuff, he's one of the best. He is one of the best performers in wrestling. And he's been like that for a long time. Go back and look at his New Japan stuff from like the last 2 or 3 years. Dude, he's awesome. I love Juice Robinson. Yeah, those dragon screws that he was doing on friggin' Zack Sabre Jr.'s legs. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Dude, man, you talk about being able to sell something. Zack Sabre Jr. he's just flexible as hell, man, because normal people's legs don't bend like that. Don Callis family versus Chris Jericho and the Golden Lovers. This was a fun match. This was a good match. One thing that was made clear about it was Ibushi still got some timing issues.
He does.
He could still perform like most of his moveset, which is good. And like I said, that injury he came back from is like, that's a career-ending injury. So the fact that he came back at all is amazing. I think you give him a little more time, give him a little more rehab, let him get used to working with people again, because he's only had like 3 matches this year since he came back.
Yeah, I was hoping with more ring time.
Yeah,
between him and Takeshita.
That was the one downfall of this thing. Because here's the thing: all the people that were involved in this match, were great. Okay, they were absolutely great. But it felt like the Jericho Sammy Guevara stuff kind of derailed the Kenny Don Callis stuff. Right. The Kenny Don Callis feud felt like it took a back seat to Sammy and Jericho. And the honest to God truth is, I am actually more interested in the Kenny Don Callis stuff. Okay?
We've been done with Jericho for a long time now.
But I mean, dude, Jericho looked better in this match than he's looked in a long time.
True, but it's like nothing he tries to get interested in is getting the interest in he was. Like,
yeah,
he's taking attention from stuff that should be bigger.
But
people wanted to see Ibushi versus Takeshita.
Yep, and we only got like a minute of it.
And Omega versus Ospreay.
Yeah, Omega versus Ospreay, because we know that third match is coming, or that rematch for the US/UK title. By the way, The changing it over because he's from England, they changed it from the US title to the UK title. That UK belt looks cool, man. I like it.
Oh, Zack Saber's belt looked terrible.
That is the ugliest belt in wrestling, dude.
That's like a ring.
It's
come on. The ugliest? That one or the IWGP one?
Dude, that belt is worse. At least the IWGP, at least the new world title belt looks kind of like something interesting. This
like
thing just
Cody's neck tattoo?
Yeah, well, that's what I call it. I call it the Cody neck tattoo belt. The friggin' TV belt looks like a friggin', remember those trays from like the 70s and 80s that you would eat TV dinners off of?
I went live.
It's a flat piece of metal. It has no character. It's the ugliest belt. It's just so bland. It's stupid looking. I hate it. I love that they put it on him and they've let him keep it for quite a while. But
I love those TV dinner trays.
Oh my God.
But
the Pink Trails belts are kind of stupid. But then again, it's a friggin' jokey gimmick friggin' team. So yeah, and Takeshita dude, that guy's gonna be a freaking star, man. That's the next Okada, in my opinion. But yeah, like I just felt like this match was one of the only other things where I felt like it got derailed by that. But a good match, fun match. I mean, it's freaking Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho. I mean, shit.
And we thought the Golden Lovers were going to get over it with it, but nope. The Phallus family won.
Yeah, I was actually surprised, man. They're doing a good job of setting them up as a legitimate threat, and also it's hard to be against it because Don has nuclear heat. Nuclear heat, man. It's just, dude, he's him and Dominic are the guys that are getting the reaction right now. So it's kind of hard to figure out which one everybody hates more.
I think they hate Dom more.
Yeah,
unless the E's pumping in the crowd noise.
Yeah, but FTR versus Aussie Open. This was a really, really good. This is a good tag match. Wasn't their best match, but it was a lot of fun. Like I said, I don't think I feel like Bullet Club are the ones that take the belts off of FTR right now. But this was a really, really good match, man. And Fletcher, dude, good Lord, that dude's friggin' big. That dude, he made everybody look small. But Dax, him and Dax just exchanging friggin' punches, man. Dude, Dax the Axe was on display in this match.
Yeah, he looked good.
And but the only big problem was that really weird. It was either they tried to do a shatter machine and they screwed it up, or they tried to do a modification of it and it just didn't work. But yeah, it was. But other than that, it's a great match. Old school slobber knocker match, man. This is exactly what FT does. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna tell you what, man. Ever since when they signed up with Ospreay's United Empire a couple of years ago, I was really impressed with Aussie Open, dude. Aussie Open's a great tag team. But this was a lot of fun. And then when you first told me this, I didn't realize that the 2 out of 3 falls Christian Cage versus Darby Allin match. I didn't realize that was the main event.
Yeah.
And but after considering what was going to happen, totally makes sense. But dude, this was up there for friggin' match of the night. This was like if the Danielson match didn't happen, if the Zack Sabre Jr. Danielson match didn't happen, this would be the best match of the night. Purely and it was because of not just because of the crazy shit that Darby did. But Christian Cage, in my personal opinion, this run, they're calling it the father figure run. The whole father figure run for Christian Cage might be the best run he's ever had.
Hey, Big Daddy, got a question for you. Because Rob and I were discussing it during the match. Do you recall any time E because they've had more of these matches. A 2 out of 3 falls match where it ended in 2 falls.
Yeah,
I can't recall any.
I can't. It's always been 3 falls. So it's always one person gets one person gets one, and then they fight for, half hour for the last fall. I can't remember, like, I don't have anything in my memory of a 2 out of 3 falls match that ended in 2 falls. I mean, I'm sure it probably happened somewhere. I just don't remember it ever happening. Yeah, and like I said, I'm sure that it's happened. It's not in here. So, but again, and like we said, man, freaking the video. This was like the video package they had for the match was actually really, really good. Love Christian's just douchebagginess when it comes to Nick Wayne's mom.
Yeah.
That's why the turn felt so weird to me.
I understand what you're saying, but the way that they've been setting something up, you knew something was coming. You knew something was coming with Nick Wayne.
And that
because
first
of all the
fall,
stuff with AR Fox and all that.
That first fall where he pulls Christian's shirt over his head and rolls him up for the 1, 2, 3, and then second fall was count out.
Yep, because Darby got murdered.
No, just a little, just a
freaking little bit.
Like Jesus!
Oh my God, man!
Off
and then
the stairs, just like, good Lord, man!
Oh, dude, twice. The first one was bad. The second one was, oh God.
We thought he was going to come off higher on that.
Dude, when it looked like he was going to come off the throw, I was like, dude, no, dude, he will die. He will die. He will be crippled.
Just splat. It's over.
I'll tell you what, great way of selling it, making it look like, oh, I'm about to murder this dude. Yeah, you are. But oh my God, Darby Allin is an absolute nut.
And Johnny,
well,
Christian saved the ring crew about 20-30 minutes Sunday night.
Dude, the whole time that's going on, I'm like, there's like the ref, and there's like the ref, 2 EMTs, and like three backstage people, and no one notices that he's stripping the friggin' ring, that he's just going around going, just cut, pull, and I'm like the ref is gonna, hey, what are you doing? Nobody.
It's funny you say that, because I just saw the clip of like Adam coming in his debut, and it's like, what the fuck went on in that ring? It just all torn to pieces. What happened here?
Dude, it was
walking around,
and he's just like, he's just like, let me pull this over here. Hey, don't worry about it, guys. I got it for you tonight. You can all go home early. It was like, what the hell? Oh my God. Big Daddy got when he said, did Benoit win in 2 straight falls for U.S. title years back, like maybe 2004? Oh my God, I don't know, man.
Maybe, I don't know.
I said, it's not in my memory bank.
If he did, he was erased from history.
Pretty much.
But yeah, it's just pull it up, pull it back.
Oh my God, dude. But then as soon as Nick Wayne came out, man, I knew, and he had the belt. I knew. But okay, here's the spot where freaking Christian came off the freaking turnbuckle onto Darby on the freaking gurney. Dude, I'm like, both of them dudes are not feeling good about this thing, man, because that gurney didn't give at all, and he just landed with his weight on, because that's the only way you could do that spot. You got to land with your weight on the guy. And Christian just folded in half like a freaking wallet, dude. He's like, bleh! But of course, what everybody knows, the big thing happened. The music hit, Alter Bridges Metalingus, and a slightly altered instead of "You think you know me," is it "You think you know him."
You don't know him. Apparently
spoken by his wife.
Yeah,
Beth Phoenix did that. How long before she shows up there?
I thought Nick Wayne's mom was going to slap him instead of throwing water in his face.
Yeah, I thought she was going to slap him, dude. Yeah, that stretch spot was like there were so many spots in that match where it was like I think we saw that. I don't think it really registered how like much that probably hurt to do that match because of the freaking stair. Darby going into the freaking stairs because that's like nothing else is going to hurt worse than that. But of course, Adam Copeland, aka Edge, did come down. He did make the save.
No, before that, you had Sting come out.
We had Sting come down. Yep, and he tried to make the save, but he got
Luchasaurus come out.
Yep, he got beat down 3-1, and then he come out. And interesting enough, like Adam Copeland said, man, that's the first time he'd ever been in the ring with Sting. Which I'm like, what? But yeah,
how? Yeah, makes sense. How would he?
But they were in the company at the same time, even for that short stint that Sting was there. But it was like he never even. I think he said he never even met him up to that point, which is like he was like, how crazy is that? But he did come out. The crowd absolutely lost their shit, as they should. And I will eat what I said back in June of 2022. I said there was no way he was coming to the AEW. He's there, so I'll gladly take the L on that one. But and then so that was Wrestledream, man. It was a great card. Great card, great matches. A few decisions as far as booking is concerned that didn't really care for, but overall, man, it was a great show. Great show.
And he is the rated R superstar.
Yep. And he got to keep everything of his gimmick except for the name.
Yep.
Which he didn't want to begin with.
Coffin drop off of a basketball backboard. Yeah, that sounds like the crazy shit he'd do. But the thing is everyone's buzzing about right now is what's obviously his first feud is going to be with Christian.
I think his first match is with Luchasaurus.
Yeah, well, yes, but the Christian feud is what's going to be going for the first 3 or 4 months at least.
Yeah.
But after that, everyone's like, "What do you want to see him do?" And literally, the sky is the limit, man.
And you said it. So at some point, it's going to be him and Christian versus the Hardy Boys.
It's got to happen, dude, because they're all there.
Ooh,
Look.
That's better in our heads than it is in the ring.
It may not be what it used to be, but for nostalgia purposes, they're going to do it. It's going to before they're all done. And I really do think that Matt and Jeff are probably done within the next couple of years. They're going to have that one last time together. They're going to. They have to. They're all there now. So, and the fans will love it. They'll love the nostalgia of it. The match itself won't be anywhere near what it was, but it's going to happen.
Yeah, bringing Lita too, just to see what goes on.
Yeah, that would be awful. That would be the worst thing you could possibly do.
Yep.
But like someone was like, they were just going over a list of like all the different possible opponents for him, man. And once again, this brings up something that I wanted to talk about really briefly before we end the show here. Does this signal some possible? A lot of people are saying that this is going to signal the reason why he left is, like he said in his own words, he and WWE had grown apart. When he came back, and by the way, when he came back, the fact that he came back at all was insane because this dude's career was done.
Oh yeah,
that injury he had, that's a career-ending injury. But medical technology and whatnot, over the years, same thing they had with Bryan Danielson.
No, Shibata should be wrestling.
Yeah, as I said, Shibata should be dead. This guy was able to come back and come back at a high level. He maybe not quite what it used to be, but he was still wrestling at a high level, and things just didn't pan out the way he wanted in WWE. He got hurt, which kind of killed that initial push that he had. I'm pretty sure that he had some kind of a deal with them saying that he was going to be in the world title scene. And that didn't, after other than that one match, it never materialized. And then all the stuff that happened with Vince and Endeavor and everything, I think it pretty much killed any kind of momentum that he had and what he wanted to do with the company. And I think they just went, no, look, we're done with you. And he was like, okay, well then I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna have some of these matches. I'm gonna do some of these dream matches, just like what Bryan Danielson did. Yeah. I'm gonna go over here and do these dream matches that I want, and then I'm gonna end my career. And there's a lot of people that are saying that there's a lot of guys over in WWE that are looking at this and going, you know what? That sounds good. I think I'm going to do that too. And the name that everyone's throwing around is AJ Styles. That, you know, because everyone expected AJ Styles to end his career in WWE. But after seeing what Bryan Danielson did, after seeing what Chris Jericho's done, like, because that's the reason why Chris Jericho signed with them, is that he wanted to be a top guy over there again. Chris Jericho his career has AEW has done wonders for his career. Bryan Danielson's doing the best matches of his life. You know, Punk, when he went there, that was the reason why Punk went there. He wanted to he wanted to, you know, do some of those big matches and be there again. And then AJ, and I believe AJ's contract is up very soon. It's not, I don't think it's sometime next year. But the idea that AJ can still go.
Yep.
He's friends with almost everybody over there. And he could go over there and have that one last big run. Yep. Have a friggin' Bullet Club reunion. Dude, half of friggin' Bullet Club is over in AEW now. So it's, you know, do you think that we're going to see more of that?
And it's not a knock on WWE because Jade Cargill, I think the best thing for her was to go to WWE.
She's tailor-made for WWE. Dude, that's the like to be honest, she was pushed about as big as she could possibly be in AEW right now. You know, given her level of ability and whatnot. That's about as far as she can go. And let's be honest, man, the women's division in AEW is not great. It's not great.
And go there. She's going to WWE because you want to see her against Charlotte. You want to see her against Bianca Belair.
Yep.
And then and she's still young.
She's really young. And the thing is,
she can always go back to AEW because their roster's not going to be the same women's roster in 5, 6, 7 years.
Nope. And the thing is she'll go to WWE. She'll learn how to work that WWE style. She's over there with some of the best women wrestlers ever, who can carry. Who even though she has improved a lot, she's still very, very green. She's only been wrestling for like a year and a half, 2 years. Okay. Yeah, she's like 31. She could be over there for 5, 6 years and, you know, still be young enough to go and do something else if she wanted to, or finish out her career in WWE because she's got every friggin' one of those, the things that WWE looks for, man. She's hot. She's athletic. She looks like a superstar. You know, that's the kind of person that Vince drools over.
Yeah, just don't be alone with him in a room.
Well, yeah, dude. Honestly, she looks like she could beat the shit out of Vince at this point.
He would like it though.
He might. That weird look that he has now, man. He does kind of look like the kind of guy like, do me a favor, darling, and pour this oil over me and step on my cubes.
But and then you look at these guys.
Oh yeah, they're almost done.
Their career took off again when they went to AEW.
Yep.
Because they weren't treated the way they should have been.
Well, it's because they're like, look, we're tag team guys. We've connected our friggin' careers to each other to the hip, you know. So you're not going to break us up, and you don't give a shit about tag team wrestling. So we're not going to do well here.
Have a good night, Maldacito.
Yeah, hey Mal, be safe, man. Appreciate you being here, brother. And yeah, we're going to wrap this up in a minute, but like I'm looking at WWE's roster right here, man. AJ definitely could go over there. But there's a bunch of dudes over there that are just being used as cannon fodder who could go over to the friggin' AEW and or New Japan and just excel, man. Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews is a fantastic wrestler. Did not being used for shit. You know? What's going to happen to Braun Strowman, you know?
What's going to happen in the end of December when 90-day compete clauses are over?
Yeah. Bronson Reed, dude. They're not using Bronson Reed very well. Cedric Alexander. He's another amazing wrestler. dude gets treated like friggin' like a nobody. You know, these are guys that could go to other companies and do really, really, really well. And some of these older guys that are starting to get up there in years, you know, are looking at this going, you know, I could go over there, I could end my career there, and you know, be treated, you know, and be able to do, like, you know, be more creative and do some of these really cool things and really make a mark for myself and finish out my career strong, you know, instead of being an afterthought. So
and people ripping on AEW inferior product and don't need them and they're going to be bankrupt and you need AEW.
Yeah. AEW makes WWE better. Period. Competition breeds creativity. That's the way it is. So I think there's, like I said, I didn't think there was any chance that he was going to show up in AEW. I was clearly wrong. The Bryan Danielson effect. From what I understand, the paralysis is not. It's fading. They're not, like I said. If he does come back, because he looked pretty good when he was at the Bray Wyatt tribute. He was walking well and okay. But I do know that he does have some weakness on that one side. Because of that injury. But again, like I said, man, they're doing some amazing stuff with friggin' injuries today. But the thing is they've got an option to go do something and be more than somebody to feed to the people that Vince friggin' likes. You know, another guy that people are talking about is Kevin Owens. You know, there's another guy who, you know, he's almost 40 now.
Yep.
You know, there's a lot of the guys over there that are older that are looking at this going that WB, and especially with Endeavor, because Endeavor has plans in place. I am 100% convinced of this. They have plans in place that are not going to benefit the old guard in WWE. They're going to start looking to get rid of these dudes. Wardlow would probably be the next to go to WWE. Yeah, I would not be surprised at that, especially the way that, like I said, Tony doesn't book big men well. It's been done better over Collision, but like I said, man, if you're gonna, you know, we can actually talk about it at a different time. Sammy would follow Kevin. Oh, dude, Sammy almost left the first time. Was it 2 years ago?
Yep. He
almost left then. It was Kevin who convinced him to stay. So, but yeah, I think the Bryan Danielson effect is real. The Bryan Danielson, Chris Jericho effect, I think it's real. I think a lot of these older wrestlers who can still perform, who can still go, like Edge, you know, I think they're looking at this as going, if I can't get what I want in WWE, if I can't be what I want, not just I can't get what I want, like, because I'm sure they offered him a buttload of money. Okay. But he said, if I can't be what I want, then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to be what I want there. Thanks for being here, Big Daddy. Appreciate it. You have a good day, sir.
Yeah.
But I think I think that effect is real, and I think that's something that could happen in the future. What do you guys think?
I have no problem with that at all.
Nope. And I really do think that that's a real thing. And I think that some of the younger talent, not like real young, but like I said, some of these guys like Cedric Alexander, you know, like guys like that, who are being treated like friggin' geeks in WWE, but they're super talented and be like, you know what? I can go over to AEW and be treated infinitely better.
Shelton Benjamin has been going around now, enjoying his time outside the WWE too.
Yep. But Shelton Benjamin is like one of the few guys that I would say he's probably too old.
Hey, if Tony's gonna sign Sting, I'm not gonna say that.
That's true. But then again, we've also been saying we really don't want Sting to be wrestling anymore because I don't want him to see him die.
I think a lot of people are gonna wait to see how well they take care of Edge.
Yeah,
and how they present him.
Dude, they've taken really good care of. They take an amazing care of Jericho. He was their first champion.
I know.
They took amazing care of Jericho. They took amazing.
I know, but they had to do that, or there was no show.
Yeah, I think the CM Punk stuff maybe soured people on it a little bit. But I honestly think if and dude, I'll tell you what, man, now that he's there, put him over on Collision and make him the face of Collision. That's what I would do.
Yep.
And I know, and people go, "Oh, it's clearly a ploy." Yeah, but guess what? If there's like, is he on the same level as CM Punk? Not quite, but he's one of the biggest friggin' names in wrestling in the last 25 years. Put him over there and let him be the face of that show. You know, him and Bryan Danielson, the way they've been doing it.
However level you think he may not be at, he can do good television. And a lot of the guys there cannot. So just have him there.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Edge is one of the best. Dude, Edge is one of the best guys on the stick ever. He's one of the most entertaining guys ever.
Just like Christian showed what he's capable of doing. Like, dude, Edge can do the same.
Okay. Yeah. The last thing we're going to talk about here is, in my personal opinion, the father figure run that Christian is doing is the best run he's ever had.
Yeah. I can't think of any I've enjoyed more than this one. So
I know his TNT run, where he kind of reinvented himself. That was a really good run too. This is legitimately he's right now. I think he's one of, if not the top, one of the two top heels in AEW. The way that he's going, man, dude. If they, like I said, they need to be. If they want to rehab Jack Perry, bring Jack Perry back, have him hook up with friggin' Christian again.
That would make no sense.
It wouldn't.
I disagree. I think it would. It wouldn't, because he would come. Basically, he would go to Christian and say, "You know what? You were right." You know, and just be the.
Like, after what he said about his father and having his mom slap his face, I wouldn't.
Dude, look what happened with Nick Wayne's mom.
Yeah, I can't.
That was stupid too.
I can't see. Yeah, I can't see that happening.
I think there's a way they could do it, but beyond that, though, man, I think this version of Christian might be the best. This is the best run he's ever had. Best run he's ever had, character wise, man, and just heat wise, and he's doing Father of the Year, dude. Yeah, yes, Zendis. Appreciate you being here, by the way. Father of the Year, dude. Really, that's the evil, insidious Father of the Year. That's what freaking Christian has turned into. He's the evil Pied Piper leading these young guys down the road to destruction. And but the thing is he's kind of taking a page out of MJF's book. If you notice, when he's doing interviews and stuff, he's staying in character. You know, and it's such good stuff, man. Like I said, I think it's the best thing he's done. But we're way over time, guys. Appreciate everyone's here. What is Big Daddy's YouTube channel? Guardian of Chaos, I believe is. Let me see here. Yeah, Guardian of Chaos. Go over there, check it out. Big Daddy's, he's always been very supportive of us. We want to be supportive of him. Dude is he's one of those guys. He's an encyclopedia for wrestling knowledge, man. Like I say all the time, go learn at the Learning Tree. But appreciate you guys being here. Big Daddy, Leg Kick, Zendis, Maldacito, Courtney, Johnny, appreciate you being here, man. I'm glad you feel better. And we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
See ya.
Bye. If I can find the damn thing.